Hello and welcome to the first edition of Rowan's Weekly. My name is Rowan Fisher. I'm the managing lawyer of Osuji and Smith Lawyers in Calgary, Alberta. And we're starting this series just to give some great general information to folks about immigration and reliable information about immigration, because there's so much out there online, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and everyone's chatting, and there's a lot of misinformation. So what we are trying to do is give you some great information. So for this first episode, I would just like to talk a little bit about information and information sharing and things to be aware of and the kinds of scams we're seeing out and about in communities. So the first thing, of course, is be aware of anyone who's hitting you up on on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you get information about immigration from. The information sitting there, and it might have been there for a while, it might be out of date. It might be something that's inaccurate. It might be something that was great a month ago, and now it just has no relevance whatsoever. So it's really, really important to watch out for time frames and when someone put information into a chat at any time. Also, watch out for links that are being given to websites or blogs or anything else online that's not actually the Government of Canada website. Please be sure you are using the most up-to-date and most accurate information from the Government of Canada, whether that's the Canadian Border Services Agency, Immigration, Refugee, Citizenship Canada, or any other government agency. You want to make sure you're getting accurate, up-to-date information. If you are looking at someone's website, it might be out of date, right? So make sure you're getting good information. The other thing I want to talk to you about today is a couple of the scams that we're seeing that are going around. With the recent changes that have happened for students, for workers, for permanent residents, which we will go into next week and the week after, so stay tuned. We are seeing a real increase of people stealing money from other people. And how this works is this. Somebody goes to an immigration representative and says, I want to have permanent residence. And that representative, this unscrupulous, nasty representative, will say, sure, I'll apply for that for you. And they make an application and you pay them thousands of dollars to be able to make that application. However, the application itself, what we're seeing is an application that shouldn't be made in the first place. It's an application that was made, true. However, the problem is that that person was never, ever eligible for that program. That person never, ever was going to get selected. They were going to be refused. And how we see that is people come into our office and say, hey, I've been refused. Or I've been in a pool for a long time. Could you have a look at my application? And we look at those application forms, or we order those forms from the government so we can see them. And right away we can see it is absolutely the wrong program applied for from that person. And this is a big, big problem. People are spending thousands of dollars applying for something that they were never, ever going to be eligible for. So please be really careful about who you're working with. Do your research, go online, get referrals, phone around to other people, phone around to resettlement organizations like the Calgary Catholic Immigration Society or Center for Newcomers, or anyone who's in your area, the Calgary Immigrant Women's Association, Immigrant Services Calgary. Whatever city you're watching this from, you will have organizations who will give you referrals to reliable and ethical immigration representatives. So please watch where you're getting your information from. Go to the Government of Canada websites for deadlines, for changes in policies and procedures, and research the person that you are working with and who is helping you with your applications. That's it for Rowan's Weekly, episode 1. I hope you'll come back next week so we can say hi. Take care. Have a good week.